Good morning. Welcome to morning practice with Olivia. I'm Olivia. Nice to meet you. Welcome to Thursday, February 1st. It's our last practice of the week. I offer this Monday through Thursday, just using some tools in breath work, in meditation, and some gentle movement so that you have tools to cultivate your own practice, either on a daily basis or however feels good to you. Over Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I don't offer a shared practice, so it's it's useful to use the tools that are on offer here to cultivate your own practice on those days. And we're moving into February, and that is bringing, some fresh energy in for this month. And yeah, I think that it's going to be a gentle practice today. So if you're looking for a more vigorous movement practice, I definitely think we're going to keep it on the gentler side today. We've been reflecting a lot about this week about surrendering to circumstances when they don't turn out how you want them to, and actually celebrating yourself and appreciating yourself, even in the face of those circumstances, how much you do and how much you accomplish as a human. So, as we go into the new month and the new energy, I encourage us all to feel that sense of accomplishment, even if things apparently around us become insurmountable or impossible, as they do from time to time. Know that you always have this practice. You can always come to your breath. You can always come to silence and stillness and meditation, and find a place of peace inside you when everything else seems to be, let's just say, insurmountable on the outside. Because really, what do we do when things feel like they're insurmountable? You keep showing up, you keep offering your dedication as best you can. And that's all we can do. And I am dedicated to offering this practice. I'm grateful to anyone that is participating with me. And just grateful to share a place where we can come into heart awareness together. So let's drop into our meditation this morning. I think we'll take a slightly longer meditation today, just really allowing ourselves to drop into the heart space, and also just to have some distance from the whirlings and fluctuations of the mind. So finding a comfortable seat, either sitting up on support, blocks, bolster, blanket, and or finding a seat in a chair, or if you are more comfortable being reclined to meditate, then I suggest finding whatever position feels most aligned for yourself to drop into meditation. So you may just feel the stillness, letting the eyes come to close. And just feel the breath moving normally through you. And as we come into quiet and stillness, noticing how the mind wants to drag us along on its merry cart ride. And just as if you were, if the mind was a kind of cart, wheels and full of things and wants us to come along with it, but somehow whatever is attaching us to that cart has been cut, and you're just standing watching the cart go down the road without you. All those thoughts, all those things that need dealing with, that need attention, are in the distance, and you are observing from afar, knowing, yes, you will engage, but for this moment, for this practice, you're giving yourself the gift of internal space and presence that is not being driven by that cart thought. So almost turning the focus, attention away, like almost a pivot. We feel and let our awareness and focus drift through our internal space, noticing the body, how the body is making contact with whatever may be supporting it. What's holding you up today? Feeling the sit bones, the spine, your own vessel, your own instrument of consciousness, this miraculous phenomenon of energy that is our body, holding you up, holding your strength, holding your durability, that life force that is so precious, so rare, moving through you. And at the center of this body, this miraculous phenomena of energy and water and cosmic stardust, is your heart. You may sit here aware of your heart beating, feeling how from the center of your being, this life force exudes, circulating throughout the body and returning to the heart, and circulating throughout the body and returning to the heart. It's an incredible divine instrument that plays itself. Everything we do, everything that we are, everything we've experienced, from every painful difficulty to every ecstatic bliss, registers here. You may bring a hand to the heart center and just feel the strength, the nobility that is your heart, the power of your heart is the heart of your power. And just take a moment to feel so much gratitude for everything our heart endures to make it the exquisite, unique miracle that it is. You may bring the other hand over top your heart as if your hands were just holding the heart with reverence, with true respect. Our hearts endure so much. Our hearts know us intimately. Our hearts have been present and aware, just as we've met the moments where we felt that we cannot go on. And we've gone on, and we've found joy, and we've found bliss. And the heart endures it all. And we'll just feel into the heart field here. Letting the hands hold the heart, letting the heart be held up by the hands. Feeling the light inside your heart. Imagine that light growing and filling you up, filling up your auric field and beyond. Really letting the focus and attention be in the heart. And maybe perhaps as you begin to draw your inhale and exhale more consciously, as if you were breathing in and out through your heart. Inhales, expanding the heart. Exhales, contracting the heart. Feeling the heart's wisdom as we breathe through the heart. feeling the heart's compassion for ourselves, for each other, breathing through the heart. Just take a few more minutes in silent meditation here. If you would like to offer or dedicate your heart light, your love in any direction, visualize that. Find the feeling of your offering as a note inside your heart, and allow yourself to play that note. Prabhu Ab Jago, Paramatma Jago, Nirsarve Jago, Sarasatma Jago. May the most enlightened, beautiful, highest consciousness wake up in your heart, in my heart, in every heart, everywhere. Deepening the breath, really breathing into the heart and exhaling. And we'll take a nice inhale together to Om, inhaling. Om. You may let the hands fall, slowly blinking the eyes open. Just make sure the music is playing. Yes. And we'll take some alternate nostril breathing. So we'll, using the ring finger and the middle finger, we're going to place that between the eyebrows, and your thumb and ring finger is going to close and open each separate nostril. I'll take my glasses off for this. So we'll put our fingers here, and then using the ring finger, closing the left nostril, breathing in through the right nostril, closing the right nostril, and exhaling through the left nostril. And then breathing in through the left nostril, closing that nostril, and breathing out through the right nostril. And then breathing in through the right nostril, closing, opening the left nostril and breathing out through the left nostril. Breathing in through the left, closing, and breathing out through the right. Continue to take the practice on your own for a few rounds. Really allow yourself to drop in, feel the air moving through the alternate channels of the body. Take one more round, breathing in through the right, exhaling through the left. Inhale through the left, and exhale through the right. And you can let that fall away, and we'll go over to the mat and do some gratitude breath work together. If you have 2 blocks this morning, that will be great, because I'd like us to go into a supported heart opener after we go through our gratitude breath. If you don't have 2 blocks, but you have blankets, getting a blanket or 2 would be useful. If you have neither blocks or blankets, a bolster or a very sturdy cushion, something that can offer support along the shape of the spine. But let's go over and meet on the mat for some gratitude work, or gratitude offering rather. It's not work. Just finding a comfortable seat on the mat again. Making sure everything's good. If you've had your legs crossed and it's uncomfortable, just find a moment where you can bring some movement to your legs. And then coming into stillness. Reaching our arms overhead, inhaling. Hands come to prayer, prayer comes to heart, and just offering gratitude and love for this incredible instrument of consciousness, which is our body, our life force. All it is and all it experiences is truly incredible. Inhaling, arms come overhead, hands come to prayer, prayer comes to heart. Just offering love and gratitude for all of the people in our lives that hold us up and support us, whether we know who they are or not. All the people who make our lives beautiful, rich, and full of joy. Inhaling, arms come overhead, hands come to prayer, prayer comes to heart, just offering love and gratitude for this incredible planet, the beauty and majesty of nature, the incredible place we live, ocean and mountains and sky. As we're in a donated space, we're about to be interrupted, so hang on one second. Hi.
Sorry.
Sorry. Yeah, okay.
Yes, 1 minute.
Sorry. It's fine, don't worry. As ever, we are in a donated space because I have been given this space to use for this practice, so we sometimes get interrupted as we are being, but I'm not going to have us set up into the heart opener until our friend here is finished doing whatever you're doing. I'm not sure what. We'll see. But if you have 2 blocks, you're going to set them up. The tall block on its highest, widest setting. I'm just going to close the door because it's getting cold in here. And then the medium block on a medium setting. And then if you don't have blocks, you're going to take a blanket into a 1/4 rectangle length. You'll roll it up very tightly so it's nice and firm. And you're going to place this roll on the mat and having the bottom of the roll at the base of your spine. And then if you don't have blankets or blocks, just lining up some sturdy cushions like sofa cushions, something with a bit of support along the mat. You may want to have, if you do have blocks, or if you do have more than one blanket, you may want to cover yourself with a blanket as we get into the heart opener. So I would just suggest letting yourself get comfortable here. I'll show you how to come into the pose. So the lower block is going to be, the base of the block will be at the base of the shoulder blades. The upper block is going to rest right underneath your head. And just make sure the blocks are sturdy so they're not moving side to side. If you're on your blanket, you're just going to let the spine drape over the blanket. You may take another blanket to give the head extra support at the top of your roll. If you're on cushions, again, just allowing the spine to drape wherever you are. Legs can either be extended or they are in a butterfly position like this. I'll just please stay in the position that you are comfortable in, and then I'll get the door for you. Here.
Thank you.
Allow yourself to recline. Allow yourself to feel relaxed. Life happens, interruptions happen, and that's fine. If you're in San Francisco and know of a place that, anyway, never mind. So allowing the body to drape over the support, feeling everything resting, feeling your blocks or bolster or blankets, holding up the heart center from behind. covering yourself with a blanket here and just letting yourself rest. Allowing the focus and awareness and attention to remain with the heart center. Allowing the body to be quiet, feeling the support from behind the heart. Noticing how your heart is feeling, noticing if you're gripping anywhere. When we stay in poses for a longer time with support, it allows us to really drop in. Sometimes you don't notice that you're holding on in a part of your body until you've been there for a few minutes, and your awareness becomes increasingly alert to this whole part of you that might be holding or clenching or gripping, and you didn't even realize you were doing it. And it's only when we take these longer holds in restorative posture that it allows certain things to let go, to release. It's why we cover ourselves with blankets and take support so that we feel safe, we're in stillness, and we are truly being given permission to just let everything drape over the support. And even once we've been there a few minutes, it may take a time before you realize that you were clenching your jaw or holding on in the bowl of the pelvis, or gripping the hands, the back of the shoulders, the neck. Allow yourself to soften. Allow yourself this time of supported stillness. And slowly, you're going to roll out of this posture. So whatever your support underneath your back, you're going to bring your feet to the ground on the mat, knees point up, and just allow yourself to roll gently to one side, extending the arm so you can catch yourself as you come down off of your props, and just rest here for a moment. You may notice, especially if you're using blocks, the imprint of the support where it had been in contact with your body. Just notice how that's feeling. Any sensations of temperature? What's your sensory intelligence telling you? And then using both hands, you'll push yourself up to a seat. And then we're going to remove the support that we were using on our backs. Just put it to one side because we are going to grab one again shortly. We'll take a supported bridge. So you may want to keep your blanket handy as well. You are going to take a bridge and support the pelvis right at the sacrum with a block. Now, some people will take this on quite a high setting. You can take it on a medium setting. I'm going to suggest that you take it on a low setting today. Because we haven't moved a lot, and I think it would be more kind to the body to take a less extreme version of a back bend. So I'll show you what we mean. We're going to come to our backs, finding length, and then feet are about hip width apart, knees pointing up. Pressing into our feet, you'll bring that block on whatever setting you feel comfortable with, just there at the base of the spine. So everything is supported, and I really do suggest its lowest, widest setting. And again, notice once you're in this position, how everything feels as you begin to surrender your body entirely to gravity. And you may extend one leg, you may extend another. It would be nice to put a blanket over you if you feel that it's chilly. I have quite a sort of blanket in this sweater I'm wearing. I'm going to tuck my hands there. But yeah, you may place the hands on the body, just allowing the hips to really sink into that support. Really feel the bowl of the pelvis, just surrendering to the gravity, really deeply melting into the support of that block. Breathing. Letting the awareness circulate through the body. And then pressing into the feet, bringing them back and pressing into the feet, removing the block. And again, we'll just roll to one side, pushing ourselves up, setting up for pigeon on one side. You may bring your left shin parallel with the left edge of the mat, or not parallel, just at a diagonal to the left edge of the mat. So the knees pointing up towards the top corner. The foot is diagonally back by your hip. Hips should be resting on the ground, and most people's hips do not rest on the ground here. So what you want to do is take a folded blanket like this, because this sort of corner of a fold is really the part of the prop that we want to use. And you bring that round, that folded corner of a blanket, and really placing that folded corner underneath the lifted hip. And then we'll inhale, reach the heart center forward and up, and exhale, just fold over that leg, allowing the body to sink, allowing the body to use gravity to melt deeply into the mat, keeping your focus and awareness breathing through the heart. Again, just really noticing in this position what's holding on, what's gripping. It might be in surprising places. You may feel that suddenly you can feel a whole place in the center of your back where you were holding tightly and just allowing it to release. The pelvis, the hips, the jaw. Letting gravity just take the work from you. Encouraging yourself to just melt here. And then breathing in, pushing into the forearms. Let's just extend the head and neck first. Letting the shoulders draw back and down. And then gently pressing into the hands. Rolling just right onto that hip. And coming up to a seat. We'll bring our feet together in Baddha Konasana. Just for a very gentle forward fold over our butterfly legs. Allowing the spine to curl in to whatever degree. Don't push the fold, just let the spine furl in a way that serves your sense of security, your sense of safety, your sense of ease and comfort. And we'll roll up and we'll take our right leg, again having the right knee pointing to the top corner of the mat. The shin is at a diagonal, bringing the left leg behind us. And then you can really straighten out that back leg. And again, you probably want to put some support underneath the hips. So finding the folded blanket, placing it underneath the hips, and then pressing into the hands as you let the hips drop to the mat, and then folding over, folding forward.
using the arms to support. Hands can be up in offering or down. It's really about finding your authenticity and your true expression in this pose of release and surrender. Again, noticing where you may be gripping, where you may be holding. Is there tightness in the jaw? Allowing the hips to truly melt, the shoulders to truly relax. And again, you may notice, because we're holding these postures longer, that as we stay in the pose over time, your awareness begins to open up, and there are more things that you realize the body is doing that, when we move through things quickly, just go unnoticed. And so allow yourself to have a relationship with the longer hold, the increased stillness, so that within that place you can develop greater awareness of what can be released only after a long span of restorative attention. The deeper things, the deeper gripping that cannot be viewed or noticed when we move through things quickly, when we're always doing. It's only when we step away from doing and really drop into stillness intentionally that our deeper holding patterns become revealed. We're going to slowly press up again. So at first, again, just pressing into the forearms and lifting the head, feeling the length of the spine engage, like the crown of the head is pressing forward. And then bring that into the hands, pushing yourself up, rolling onto the side hip. Bringing the legs wide this time. And we'll take a forward fold here. If this is an uncomfortable forward fold for you, but you can find support underneath the head, I encourage you to take a block under your head again, so that you can just let gravity take the weight of your body as you fold forward and you're not straining or feeling uncomfortable here. So just find the fold that's right for you with the correct support
underneath your forehead. It is helpful to remove the flesh from under the sit bones before you begin to fold forward. Or sitting up here again on the edge of a blanket might give you support to let the bowl of your pelvis spill forward. That allows the spine to stay in integrity, stay long and straight. And just imagining as your forehead, third eye touches the support underneath you, there's a long, cool vortex of silvery water draining from inside the brain through the third eye, deep into the earth. And as your body relaxes and releases into the fold, anything distracting, noisy, just running through that vortex in the third eye and running deep into the earth, finding stillness and quiet within, allowing all fluctuations and distractions to just flow out through the vortex into the earth beneath you. Taking a breath in, we'll press up slowly to a seat. We're just going to come back into Shavasana, and I really encourage you to get quite comfortable in this Shavasana. So that folded blanket, just make sure it's folded properly. Folded blanket can go underneath your head to give you some neck support. And have that other blanket handy to cover yourself up. And just bring that over top of you. So you feel the weight of it resting on your body. You're going to bring your hands together and rub them together. Creating some heat with your palms. Press those into your eyes, the palms of your hands, forming around the eye sockets. Feeling the heat of the palms, supporting the eyes, letting the eyeballs recede and drop back into the skull. The warmth of the hands and the palms, encouraging the muscles around the eyeballs to relax, to soften, to loosen, letting go of any doing, just letting the whole notion of looking rest. As you're ready, you'll let the arms come to either side. Make sure you're comfortable, make sure you're relaxed. You can let your awareness flow through the body. And checking in with the jaw, checking in with the shoulders, checking in with the pelvic bowl, and letting everything go. Relax and melting into your mat. beginning to feel the awakening of awareness, deepening the breath. Bringing movement to the fingertips, to the toes. Maybe moving head from side to side. And eventually, softly, gently curling to one side in a fetal position. Resting for a moment there. Noticing your relationship of awareness to your body. Is it deeper? Are you more attuned? Are you more aware? And slowly, gently, everyone will come to a seat or just continue to rest if that's what's calling to you. As we find our seat with our eyes closed, our gaze very soft, you just may connect again to the heart center, either holding the heart center, hands in prayer, or just allowing our consciousness and attention to rest upon the heart center. Do you feel a difference, a depth here? What's changed for you in the last hour? Breathing in through the heart, breathing out through the heart. Calling to mind again your offering, your dedication. May this practice be for your very, very highest good, and may it serve you. We'll take a final Om together, inhaling. Om. Prabhu Ap Jago, Paramatma Jago, Mirsade Jago, Saraswatma Jago. A divine and beautiful, intelligent consciousness wake up in the hearts of all in me, in you, in all of us. Thank you for practicing with me today. You are an extraordinary and beautiful being. There's no one like you. I'm honored that you share this path with me, that you've shared our journey today, and I hope you have a beautiful weekend and whatever you're doing over the next few days, whenever you're viewing this. Take care of yourself, be gentle, be slow, allow yourself to feel and check in with your incredible instrument of consciousness. Thanks, everybody. I hope you all have a beautiful, beautiful day. Thank you.